Whoa. All right. Well, hi everybody. It's been a minute. It's currently Saturday, June 27th at 4:42 p.m. and I'm here in my workshop and I just thought I would film a quick channel update, PhD in creativity update, and just a general life update. So, in terms of the channel, I am going to be filming some experiments soon and hopefully kind of stitching them together into videos that I'll post more regularly onto the channel. I'm excited to essentially engage in some detection methods, anomaly detection, and some inducement methods, so kind of mistake and accident inducement. So I'm going to kind of work with my methodological approach and the ideas of how the variables in life performance have certain types of relationships that can be organized into these heuristics. And so I'm going to explore whether I can actually capture when an accident or mistake happens as someone is performing live for an audience. I'm going to see if I can essentially detect the things that are happening and try to describe their mechanism, how, and try to describe their causes, the why, and also try to arrive at some sense of do they matter? Do these accidents and mistakes and instabilities in live performance, do they matter? And to what degree do they matter? And kind of along that line, mattering turns into meaning. So I guess by association, I'll see if there's any sort of meaningful quality to accidents and mistakes. And hopefully that'll allow me to arrive at some sort of hypothesis about whether the mechanism and the causes of the human element in the performance system can be understood in a way to utilize it, to generate, be generative, creatively, using the same mechanisms that accidents and mistakes utilize in order to become sort of physical in the environment and affect people. Excuse me. So that's the little overview of my experimentation, and this will help me also develop some interview questions. And all of this process will be documented and posted online for the channel. With respect to my status in the PhD in creativity program, I just got back from Philadelphia, where I gave a 20-minute oral presentation about my work and some examples, some audio-video examples that I collected from kind of scraping Instagram primarily. So as a result of sharing 20 minutes of my work to the incoming first-year cohort, as well as the existing second-year cohort, which I'm a member of, and the program directors, they were very pleased. I was affirmed, and my work sort of met the threshold for passing, so to speak. So now I am officially in the second year. I have not been ejected from the program for, lack of progress or whatever. So that's all very exciting. And also, another byproduct of this presentation was that the program director asked me to, or kind of gave me permission, essentially, to film documentary footage of my work. So not only will I be documenting the process of going to concerts and dance recitals and theater shows or live comedy or whatever, and so I'm going to film the process of doing that and those events themselves, those performances. I'm also invited to sort of like film the interviews where I ask people, the performers and the audience, questions about the performance itself and so on. So as the end result, I'll have a dissertation, a text-based dissertation, like a book, supplemented by this sort of feature film length video documentary, sort of like a meta documentary in the sense that I am documenting my process of engaging in and documenting my own method and practice and development of my ideas and my heuristics and my assumptions and so on. So the really interesting sort of like third person perspective, first person perspective, kind of looking at things, from afar, and also looking at very, very nuanced events that happen within the span of like 1 second, right? So I want to really explore the scale of performance from second by second all the way zooming out into, what I call the sociocultural spatiotemporal manifold. So I want to look globally, like trace, the instruments back in time, wherever they were made or whatever it is, or perhaps also trace that performer's cultural background and training and experiences, and try and do a little ethnography or anthropology in a way, and kind of look backwards to see, where did the source material come from? Like, what are you performing? Where did it come from? Who performed it before you did, if it's something existing? And, if that material was composed by the performer, then that's even more interesting to me, because they have such a tight relationship to that source material which they're expressing in the live performance. Yeah, okay, so I did channel update, PhD update, and then personal life update. So I have been teaching private music lessons as of, roughly like March, I guess, April. And it's been a lot of fun. I have 41 students currently, which I teach on a weekly basis, like 30-minute music lessons, piano, singing, and guitar primarily. So that's been a lot of fun. The reason why I got that job is because, I thought I was kind of quitting out of Cal Poly. There was some drama there. And then just ever so recently, I kind of got rehired back into a department that I had been working in for the past 7 years, that I quit, and now I'm back. So essentially I'll be working full-time, pretty close to full-time, even though, excuse me, even though I'm still considered an adjunct lecturer. I'll have pretty much the cap of units. And Cal Poly's starting the semester in fall. August 24th, I think, is the first day of school. So that's going to be really exciting from a life perspective, because not only will I need to be working my ass off, I also need to be engaging in those interviews and attending live performances of music, theater, and dance, and filming them, and documenting the process, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I guess even more personally, I'm still single. So, hey, ladies, 40-year-old anomaly researcher, PhD candidate, hello. Hit me up. And that's about it. Life is good otherwise, relatively healthy, just aches and pains, getting old. Mentally, I'm there, I constantly have my companion of depression and mild general anxiety, etc., just probably like most of us. Whatever, neurodivergence I have going on at any given moment of any given day. But I continue to press on and remain steadfast in my pursuit of knowledge and of creativity and artistic expression. So, I hope you've enjoyed me sort of rambling off here in my metal workshop. And I hope all of you are doing well, mostly just friends and family watching. So, take care of yourselves, and take care of the people around you. And I'll catch you maybe relatively soon on a better video recording setup and doing some preliminary methodological experiments. So, see you there.